Hello everyone, this is Dr. Zaidi. Welcome to my YouTube channel ZTube. In this video, I'll be discussing about the flow of inventoriable costs and period costs. So here is the diagram. The top portion shows the costs and expenses. On the left hand side, you will see product costs. On the right hand side, you will see period costs. In my other video, I've discussed the differences between product and period cost. Product cost is also known as manufacturing cost and also known as inventoriable cost, whereas the period cost is non-manufacturing cost, also known as operating expenses, right? So product cost includes materials, labor, and factory overhead, whereas period costs include selling and administrative expenses, costs you incur to sell your product, whereas the cost of manufacturing product is the product cost. So in a cost, the material, labor, and factory overhead, once you purchase it, once you purchase the material, it stays in the balance sheet as a material inventory, right? And then you start working on a product, so your material moves into your work in process inventory. You apply direct labor, moves to work in process inventory, and you also incur factory overhead. So that's your work in process inventory. And once you finish making the product, the work in process inventory, the portion of the work in process inventory that you finish becomes the finished goods inventory. And again, it stays in the balance sheet. So there is three kind of inventory you will see in a manufacturing company. Materials inventory, right? Those are the material you purchase, but you haven't used yet. Work in process inventory, that's the material that you are currently working on. You have used some labor, you have used some factory overhead, but you have not finished those products, right? Those products are yet to be finished. And then you have finished goods inventory. Those are the goods you have finished and they are ready to be sold. So they stay in balance sheet as an inventory until the product is sold. Once the product is sold, the finished goods inventory move to your income statement as a cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is an expense account. So the finished goods become an expense in the income statements once it is sold. So as you can see here, in the balance sheet, your finished goods were acting as an inventory. Your work in process was acting as an inventory. Your material was acting as an inventory, and they become expense as uh, soon as they are sold. Whereas period cost directly transfers to income statement. You expense it in the period you incurred, right? If you incur selling expenses in any period, you expense it in that period. If you incur administrative expenses in a period, you expense it in the period you incur. So selling and admin expenses or period costs or non-manufacturing costs or operating expenses move to income statement directly. So that's how your inventoriable and period costs flow in the financial statements. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel for live updates.